These are signs that a lady finds you attractive versus when a man finds you attractive, because they're actually different. So when a girl finds you attractive, she's gonna laugh a lot and she's gonna smile a lot. So it's kind of gonna look like this. Yeah. And then a touch of playing with her hair or clothing, like this. Yeah.
So if a girl likes, okay, this one, it's kind of obvious for girls, but I don't think it might be as obvious to guys. And if it is, then I'm sorry. I'm here to remind you. When a girl likes you, she will touch you, okay? Like subtle touches, like oh, you're so funny, or like touch your arm, touch your back if she's passing by you, like whatever. She will, like, you know.
So, do you gents want a real explanation on what choosing signals really are? Well, you came to the right place. This is Gentlemen and Scholars, where we discuss dating style and personal development. So if you are into becoming a better version of yourself, definitely make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into today's video. So first and foremost, what are choosing signals? So really, this is going to be key for you gents that are maybe, struggling with approach anxiety and are maybe really deathly terrified about going and approaching a woman. So, if you're really concerned about that and, you really are concerned about risking rejection, choosing signals are going to be advantageous for you because they're going to be indicators of interest that women send out to men that really can show that the woman is indeed interested, particularly if you see a cluster. So what do I mean by cluster? So a cluster, that's going to be several signs in succession that can give you confidence that she is in fact interested in you. So when you do finally go over, make that approach, you can be confident that things are going to go your way and really just, build your confidence. It gives you more certainty in that interaction, and particularly when you do this over time and you kind of get to see the different patterns there are, it can really boost that ego and help you to get across that hump if you are somebody that's struggling with approach anxiety. So definitely key for you gents. That's why I spent a lot of time going through these different choosing signals, these different examples to kind of contextualize what's being taught here. But really what we're going to do here today is give, examples of what different choosing signals are, kind of break down in detail what it is, and hopefully work to tighten your guys' game. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into that. So some common choosing signals that you will see from women when they are in fact interested in you, that's going to be extended and strong eye contact. This is not going to be, they look at you and, maybe look away and then never look back at you again. This is going to be that intense eye contact where they want you to know that they are in fact interested and that they want you to do something about that. So that's going to be that piercing eye contact, the one that really stands out. And you'll know when you see this or when you see that extended eye contact, particularly because we're calling it out here. So definitely make sure that you are on the lookout for those types of signs. And really what I want you gents to do is become more comfortable with going out and actually looking at people in general, men and women, but particularly at women. When you see them, don't be so quick to look away. Actually look at them, look at their body language, look at the different signs that they might be sending you. And eye contact is going to be one of the first signs that you'll see. So it's going to be key for you gents. So definitely make sure that you're paying attention to this. And additionally, there are some other signs as well. So revealing sensitive areas, right? So are they revealing their wrists to you? This is a sensitive area of their body. And are they revealing their neck to you? These areas release pheromones, which are attractive to men. So, women that are in fact interested in you, they tend to, show these areas. And there are different ways in which they do this. They might do the hair twirl, right? So they're playing with the hair, fixing their hair. And then, suddenly they reveal their neck to you, right? So this is a really good sign. This is things that you definitely want to pay attention to. So definitely make sure that you are keen on this. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, subscribe to join the Gentlemen and Scholars family. And consider checking out the Gentlemen and Scholars Club website for free resources, Gentlemen and Scholars merch, book recommendations, consultation services, and our free Gentlemen and Scholars Ultimate Handbook, where you'll learn personal development tips on how to build a successful life and become the gentleman of your dreams, style tips to develop an eye-catching, attractive, and unique personal avatar, and dating tips to attract, court, and keep the woman of your dreams. visit the Gentlemen and Scholars Club website for more. Now back to the video. Furthermore, proximity. So, are they coming right into your line of sight? For instance, if you do make eye contact with a woman and, she looks at you, she holds it for a bit, looks away, and then 5 minutes later, she's coming right into your line of sight. Is that something that you've seen before? Maybe in the past you thought, oh, okay, like it's something completely harmless. Maybe at the gym, she just wanted to pick up the weights, right? So you think, she was just coming over here for the weights. No, in a lot of cases, she's doing that for you. She's giving you that opportunity and she's putting herself out there. But, she does that and she kind of shoots her shot, which is their way of shooting their shot in their mind. That is an invitation. That's your opportunity to go and make that approach. But if you don't do anything, don't be surprised if you don't see any more signs, right? If you find her less interested, you find her disinterested, because in her mind, she shot her shot, you kind of blew it off. You didn't do anything about it. So she might just say, hey, I'm just gonna leave it alone. So definitely something for you to consider. So some other common signs, that's gonna be touching, blushing, she's leaning in during the conversation. So let's say you're out on a date and everything's going really smooth, you planned everything out to a T, so you have this in the bag. So you're just, sitting back, relaxing, letting her do the majority of the talking. And, you find her starting to lean in more and more, almost as if she's absorbing you, she's absorbing the conversation, she's taking everything in. This is a great sign. This means that the date is going really well. So these are just some of the choosing signals that you'll see. But if you want a whole comprehensive list of choosing signals and also some examples to kind of contextualize what we're talking about here today, definitely check out the link in the description. It goes over various choosing signals, it goes over examples, and is just an overall great vid. So definitely make sure that you check that out. So last but not least, I wanted to go over the concept of fake choosing signals. So I know a lot of guys, they have, mixed feelings towards choosing signals. Some believe in it, some don't, some rather do the, online dating thing, but really what I wanted to do here is to kind of provide more context. The idea of fake choosing signals, right? In a lot of cases, guys are simply not reading the choosing signals correctly, or they're not reading them in context, right? So, you might see what you believe to be a choosing signal, and you might jump the gun and say, oh yeah, she's in fact interested in me. Maybe because you're using your level of interest as some sort of gauge, right? But really that does not apply at all in the real world. Your level of interest, the way that you're feeling, your feelings towards that woman really doesn't matter. You need to be able to look at things objectively and see reality for what it is, right? And that's the beauty of the choosing signals, right? So they give you some context, they give you the ability to gauge your interest. But if you see just one, that's not really an indicator of much of anything. So I wouldn't go and jump the gun and make a deduction based off of that. I'll wait to see if there's other signs, look at the context of the situation. Is it really something where it's worth, getting up from whatever you're doing and going over and making an approach? Particularly, let's say if you're at a gym, right? Is she really worth putting in that effort to go and make that approach in that setting? For me, I'm only going to do that in a gym setting if I really, really am attracted to that woman and she's given several signs. So it's obvious to me that she is in fact interested. But, if I see just one sign in that setting and, maybe she's not even super attracted to me, it's just moderate interest, I might just leave it alone altogether. So that's something for you all to consider as well. Definitely be reading these in context. Don't be taking things out of context. This is something that definitely does work, but you have to develop your emotional intelligence. And this is something that only comes with time after taking action and getting more acquainted with the signs. So anyway, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. If you do have any questions for me, definitely feel free to give a shout. Definitely make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and do it. Hit that notification bell. That is extremely, extremely important. So you get notified anytime a new video is released. But definitely let me know down below, have you seen any choosing signals? Were there some common ones that were left off the list? Definitely let us know in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear what you think. But until next time, gentlemen and scholars. Hey gents, hope you enjoyed the video. And check out the Gentlemen and Scholars Club website for our free Gentlemen and Scholars Ultimate Handbook, free resources, book recommendations, consultation services, and some pretty slick Gentlemen and Scholars merch. GNS hoodies, t-shirts, mugs, notebooks, and so much more. Until next time, Gentlemen and Scholars. Hey gents, if you enjoyed this video, check out some bespoke video recommendations here and here. And subscribe to join the Gentlemen and Scholars Club.